Example E, a squared minus 49 divided by a minus 7. And this is also one of those exceptional problems that you may not have a lot of, but I wanted to show you an example. The polynomial that you're dividing is in the correct order, but if you notice, you have an a squared term, but not an a term. So you have to put a placeholder for that degree. So I have to put in a 0, a, and then the negative 49. You want to be able to see your exponents count down. So that means if I have a squared, I must have a place for a to the first and then the constant. So when I list my coefficients, I would list 1 as the coefficient of a squared, 0 as the coefficient of a, and negative 49 being the constant. All right, then we're dividing by a minus 7, so I change the sign. That would be a positive 7. The first number is brought down, so the 1 comes down and we start multiplying. 1 times 7 is 7. 0 plus 7 is 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Positive 49 and negative 49 gives me 0 remainder. Okay, go back and plug your variables in. So if I have a squared, this means my answer would be 1a plus 7 with no remainder. So just a plus 7. Okay, f, kind of the same thing. We have x cubed plus 64 divided by x plus 4. So this means if I have x cubed, I have to have a placeholder for x squared and a placeholder for x. So I have to see that exponent count down. So if I have a cubed, I must have a squared to the first power and then the constant. So when I list my coefficients, it would be 1, 0, 0, and then 64. And then we're dividing by 4, so I change the sign to make it a negative 4. The first number is brought down. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. So 0 and negative 4 is still negative 4. Times negative 4 is 16. 16 times negative 4 is negative 64. And again, we get 0 for the remainder. Okay, my highest exponent was x cubed. That means my answer will be 1x squared minus 4x plus 16. It should always work out that your last number here does not have a variable attached to it. So then that would be your remainder. Okay, if we look at G, this polynomial on the top is not in the correct order. So if I want to rearrange this, the highest exponent should come first. So that's 9x cubed. Because I have an x cubed, I'm going to have to put a 0x squared because there are no x squared terms. Then the negative x, and then the positive 5. So you always want that numerator, the top polynomial, to be in descending order. So then I would list 9, 0, negative 1, and 5, those being my coefficients. And we're dividing by negative 2, so I change it to a positive 2. The first number comes down, and then I multiply. 2 times 9 would be 18. 18 times 2 would be 36. So that would give me 35. 35 times 2 is 70. And so we have a remainder of 75. Okay, my highest exponent was x cubed, so my answer will be 9x squared plus 18x plus 35 plus 75 over x minus 2.